This week on Machinery Pete TV, Meet 'em auction sale at the Steenblick Dairy features a 2022 John Deere 8R340 that was the workhorse of the operation. This Silver King 450 was one of the last to be built. And Pete shares some eye-catching items from sales around the country.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers, a big iron company. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. Big Iron Auctions and the Share Your Legacy program, promoting the future of agriculture with amazing legacy stories from across America. Hey folks, welcome to Machinery Pete TV. We're in Michigan this week, in Pewamo, Michigan, a little farming town, and I tell you, amazing story here. This is the online retirement auction for Steenblick Dairy, and Albert Steenblick came over to the U.S. from the Netherlands almost 30 years ago, and he built an amazing dairy operation. We're going to learn about it, but first we need to start the show with Share Your Legacy from our friends at Big Iron.
Back in the 40s, when I was 6 or 7 years old, I was always out in the iron pile and doing that. In fact, they got pictures of me taking machinery apart that I shouldn't have been taking apart. I've had a desire to build things. I built a lot of stuff over the years. A lot of the stuff they didn't make big enough to suit me. For instance, the corn planter over there and the sprayers, 90-foot sprayer boom before the biggest one was 40 or 50 feet.
The words I use to describe my dad are words we've been saying in our family for a couple decades now. He is the world's oldest juvenile delinquent, and we love him.
Ended up buying a Tiger Steiger 150 cubic inch Cummins in it with 525 horsepower, which we used to build a pond out here and got started in the construction business that way. So we were big time in construction, and most of my help was my farmers around the area. When they get done farming, they'd all climb on that machinery and away they go. I started tractor pulling in '59. Decided I wanted a real light tractor that I could weight properly with as much horsepower as I could get. With a 345 horse, 327 Chevy engine in it. It was nasty.
So this is the Shaliver. What made you put a car engine in a tractor, an Oliver for that matter?
Since I was old enough to know any kind of tractors, nothing has ever had enough power to suit me. Anyway, a little story with it. And pretty soon come the cop.
Just you.
Come the cop, and he comes right up to the fender and he says, "What's going on here?" He says, "I'll escort you back to Milford." So I passed him. And we went back to Milford 45 miles an hour with him behind and the lights on. That was the beginning of the Shaliver.
And that's why they call you the oldest juvenile delinquent to this day.
I think you're probably right.
Stay with us folks, coming up, a tractor I bet you haven't seen too often sold at auction. A 22 model John Deere 8RX 410. It's got 182 hours on it with remaining warranty.
At Big Iron Auctions, customer satisfaction is our #1 goal. As the 40-year leader in auctions for agriculture, real estate, livestock, construction, and transportation, we are here to serve you. Big Iron will handle everything from start to finish. From meeting with you, to prepping your equipment, writing the listings, and collecting buyer's payments, let us do the heavy lifting for you. We love our customers, and we treat them like family. There's a Big Iron sales rep in your area, so let's get together. To learn more, visit bigiron.com.
Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. You've got to try this. The power of foam is the only way to clean and degrease your equipment. Simply foam it on, give the foam a few minutes to work, and power wash it off. Cuts grease and your wash time significantly. The foam won't harm electrical sensors or controls. It neutralizes and washes away farm chemicals and is safe to use on most surfaces. Call 888-996-7801 or go online to check out their dealer locator at poweroffoam.com to find the power of foam near you. Hey folks, I'm here with owner Albert Steenblick Dairy. We're standing next to a monster, Albert, a 22 model Deere 9R640.
Yeah,
Is this just a little bit bigger than the tractors you were running back in the Netherlands?
just a little.
Just a little.
Uh-huh.
One of these tires probably wouldn't fit too good on those Landinis you were running.
I think they might be taller than a tractor.
Unbelievable. Now this thing only has 35 hours on it.
Yeah,
So
we had the other deal. We had 500 hours on it, or so, and we didn't get the hours on there till right around Christmas. So
Okay.
that's when it came in.
Once you hit the hour mark, you get
Yeah.
the next new one. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you got this one December of 22, and so and a big blade on the front of this thing, selling separate. Grosser. How big is that blade?
That's an 18-footer.
18-footer.
Yeah.
Okay.
6-way.
So again,
So you can go left, right, up and down, and tilt it left.
Yep.
So.
And those blades aren't cheap. What are they?
No, I think the new blades are 65, whatever, give or take.
I don't know which is more amazing, the cost of the blade going up or the tires here or the tractor itself. What do you think?
Yeah, you want to put this tractor, put all new tires on, you're talking, 55,000 or something?
Well, now what if someone would have told you that 30 years ago?
60,000, yeah, get hard to believe, isn't it?
Albert, someday you'll pay that much for tires. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
But this
it is.
tractor getting the job done for what you got to do.
Yeah,
here on the
like I
dairy.
said, we when we're chopping corn, we push with two tractors with the RX and this one, and then you just need that to get the job done,
Right.
to do it right.
Right.
So
Now, I don't know if I've actually seen a 9R640 at auction. I'll have to check our machinerypete.com site, but have you been getting some interest, some feelers?
no, not me. I think Miedema's got some people talking to him.
People are
about
always
it.
calling Sid.
Yeah, that's
One,
good.
it's just good to talk to Sid, but
Yeah.
then, they do a great job. How's it been working with the Miedema folks?
Good.
All right, Albert, you got to tell us about this tractor here. We got a 22 model 8RX 410, only 182 hours on it.
Yeah, only a few hours on it. It's we got that in September, summer give or take, and I think all we did last fall is pack the pile with it, the corn silage,
Okay.
and then we were supposed to plant the corn with this. Our planting tractor too, so we use it for that, and some finer stuff.
And what, you have a 16-row planter here?
Yeah, 16-row planter.
Okay,
yeah.
1770?
High speed. Yeah.
Okay. And I understand now a very important factor on this tractor and your other tractors on the auction, remaining warranty. So I think on this one you're out another year plus.
Yeah.
September of 24.
September 24. So
That's a big thing.
That's a big thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I suppose with your scale here, the way you guys were going, keeping everything under warranty was a must.
Yeah, I did it with the Bobcats too. I bought them for like 2 years and so many hours and put the warranty on it. So, and we do it. The tractors do the same thing. It's just. If something goes haywire, then nowadays the bills you're going to get for that.
Those add up.
Real
real
fast,
quick, don't they?
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was kind of across the board with your equipment line, staying under warranty. And that's boy, from my angle, Albert, looking at buying a late model used tractor, that remaining warranty is like top of the list for what people look for. So
yeah, I think so. A little bit of security you buy with it.
right.
Yeah. So
And it's been awful tough to find a tractor like this.
probably I
on
can't
dealer
believe
lots.
that. I think it's anywhere if you want to buy something. It's just hard to find stuff. So
Right. Here are a few more items that sold on today's sale. Best way I've seen to fix faded paint? Dakota Shine. Made in South Dakota by Dakota Ag Innovations, a company with a 20-year history of working with top construction equipment manufacturers, now offering Dakota Shine to the farm community to help you keep your equipment looking like new and retain more value when it comes time to sell or trade. Key active ingredient from corn, soy derivatives. Order online at dakotashine.com or visit your regional farm stores to pick up your Dakota Shine today. What's that piece of equipment worth? Check out Machinery Pete's auction prices for the answer. Free to view, updated daily, all types of equipment. Go to machinerypete.com and click on the auction tab, then auction price data. Folks, I'm with one of the sharpest auctioneers I've met in my almost 34 years here, Sid Miedema with Miedema Auctioneering. Let's talk about the current market here.
Sure.
You've been at it for a long time. I've been at it for a long time. Boy, the last couple of years just been unbelievable, haven't they?
It has been fun. If you're selling, it's been fun.
Yes.
If you're buying, it's a little different story.
Did you ever think you'd see an environment like we've had the last couple of years?
I couldn't imagine it. And in fact, when we were going through COVID, I thought the opposite was going to happen.
Yeah, it seemed like back, I remember when that hit in March of 20, there was a lot of fear in the auction industry. Now you guys with Miedema Auctioneering, you were way ahead developing your own online bidding platform almost 20 years ago.
We were going full bore online then already, so
that positioned you better to lean into the
Yep.
online. But like you say, corn and beans hadn't gone up yet.
No, right.
But it was interesting to get your take. I noticed within 10 days of the pandemic hitting that auction pricing was going up.
Yeah.
And it was all online. So the only thing I could figure is farmers are very competitive.
Right.
And now we're on our phone.
Yeah.
And nobody's looking over your shoulder.
Right.
I'll just click again.
Yeah.
Well, what's your take on all that?
Exactly. I really was worried the prices were going to be soft, and it was just the opposite. Every auction we did, we converted what we were doing live to online at that time, and the equipment was bringing top dollar. We didn't miss a beat.
And then we got into 21 and 2, and the dealer lots were drained.
Right.
You couldn't get new. It was pre-sold. There's nothing used. So, I mean, you sell, and I watch your prices. You guys always get top of the market. It was the hottest period I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This tractor right here belongs to my son-in-law, Chad Myers. He bought it in Bowling Green, Ohio at the Bowling Green National Tractor Pull. It's a model 450. It's a four-wheeler that has a Continental 162-inch cubic inch engine, and they're just fairly nice tractors. It's a West Virginia tractor. It was made after the Silver Kings were made in Plymouth, Ohio, and then they sold it to a company in West Virginia and made a few over there before they went out of existence. The serial number on this one is 50,011, so it was one of the early ones made in Virginia because of the the 11. This would have basically been built as a farm tractor. In the factory photos, these here Silver King emblems, we see them in all various places. Some are above this line, some are below the line, and half of them are straddling this line. I mean, it's very odd on how where the factory actually put the Silver King emblem. It was the later years of Silver King and just farm tractor use only. Up to the Bowling Green tractor pulls, it gets very hot the 3rd week of August, and he has an umbrella on it. I like it because it's odd and rare, because there wasn't very many built out of state. And it's a smooth running tractor, and it's just in fairly good shape. This one's not geared real high. It'll go probably 18 mile an hour.
Stick around, folks. Coming up, some shiny green paint. Our featured tractor on the auction today, a 22 model John Deere 8R340. It's got 880 hours on it.
The largest single-seller online farm equipment auction ever is happening in October. Sullivan Auctioneers and Hudson Inc. have partnered to bring to market the biggest selection of tractors, combines, planters, sprayers, and so much more. 4 Tuesdays in October, the 10th, 17th, 24th, and the 31st. 2 names you can trust: Sullivan Auctioneers and Hudson Inc. Be a part of this first-of-its-kind event. Go to bigiron.com to register and see the unbelievable inventory.
The only way I've seen to safely clean aluminum grain and stock trailers is Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner from Dakota Ag Innovations. With over 15 years of proven performance cleaning all types of aluminum, the results speak for themselves. Dirty, stained, and discolored aluminum trailers don't stand a chance against Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner. Safely improve the appearance of your aluminum trailers at home and make a statement with Bright Plus. Order today at trailercleaner.com or find Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner at a farm store near you.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
Hey folks, here back with Albert Steenblink, the owner here, Steenblink Dairy. And Albert, boy, another beautiful tractor here, 22 model 8R340, I think 880 hours on it?
Yep.
This, can you tell us how this was used on the farm?
This was pretty much the all-around tractor for grinding straw. It takes about a day, about 10 hours every day, once a week.
Okay.
11 hours, and then they put it in front of the slinger, and they, about a couple of days a week, they have to use the slinger and haul manure out and put it all in the compost pile.
And what was your, what manure spreaders did you have here?
We had here night slingers.
Nights, okay. Yeah. Awesome.
The big one, not the second size from the top.
Now, Albert, when I drove on the farm here, and my friend Sid Miedema told me how beautiful this equipment was, and he wasn't lying. But all green. I'm just curious. You came from the Netherlands 30 years ago. Were you a John Deere guy over there and brought it with you over here?
No, we drove Landini.
Oh, Landini over there. It's a
little different, eh?
Yeah, this is a little different.
But I became, how do you say that? Environmentally sound to make it all green.
Okay.
No, it's just.
Well, you have a.
No, I think we bought John Deere. First of all, the dealer is the closest to us.
And that was Bader.
And yeah, John Litch.
Okay.
And the only time you need somebody out there is when it breaks.
Yep.
You can run all the equipment every day, day and night, and you don't need anybody if it's working.
Right.
But you show me a piece of equipment that never breaks down. So.
And their service was kept you running?
Their service was good, and they're the closest. And they have, John Deere has the highest trade-in value. It might be a little more upfront, but once you're into that, then you kind of, I think you can reap the benefits from it.
Well, as you sell a tractor like this at auction, I imagine the interest you're getting, you probably get interest from neighbors, I bet, and people you know in the industry.
Yeah, probably.
But your buyer could be, you know how it is these days, could be from anywhere, these online bidders.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah. That's what makes it kind of interesting, I think.
All right, folks, I'm going to share 4 of the most eye-catching items I saw sold at auction the second week of October. 2023. Pretty fun list. Let's start off October 10th. We're going to a consignment auction in Winter, South Dakota, where Grand Auction Service sold this very sharp 1986 Massey Ferguson 860 combine. Only 1,800 hours on it. It was a one-owner machine. Went for $16,500, and that's the highest auction price on a Massey 860 sold in the U.S. without heads in almost 20 years. Now the next day, October 11th, on an evening online auction out of Michigan, very unusual tractor, this white 260 Mudder that had actually been featured in the August-September 21 issue of Oliver Heritage magazine. It sold for $5,050. Day after that, October 12th, let's go back out west to Dickinson, North Dakota, where Yoder and Fry auctioneers had a very interesting retirement auction for Mike's Excavating that got us started in 1958. Mike's 97 years old now. Kind of retired a few years ago, but kept some equipment back. Sold it on October 12th. One of the items was this 2008 Case WX210 excavator. And this thing only had 30 hours on it. 15 years old with 30 hours. Went for $115,000. And folks, we started our tour with Massey Ferguson. We're going to end it there with this tractor that sold October 7th on a collector auction in Calora, Maryland by Lehman Auctions. A Massey Ferguson 1100 tricycle narrow front gas, only 676 hours on it. Pretty much a barn find rare model. And it went for $15,000, all-time record high auction price on a Massey 1100. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed our visit today to Pewamo, Michigan. Tell you what, quite a dairy operation Albert Steinblick built over the last 30 years though, and his tractor line, wow. That was the first John Deere 9R640 four-wheel drive I've ever seen sold at auction. 22 model, 35 hours bareback, comes in at $549,233. Now, you better tune back into Machinery Pete TV next week, folks. I can't guarantee we'll see another $500,000 tractor, but we're gonna have some fun. See you next week. Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers, a big iron company. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. Big Iron Auctions and the Share Your Legacy program, promoting the future of agriculture with amazing legacy stories from across America.